All right, the very first strategy that I introduce is the standard algorithm. That's how I learned how to multiply when I was in school, and perhaps that's how you multiplied when you were in school. We're going to start with a 3-digit by 1-digit multiplication problem. All right, so we have our problem set up, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look in our ones column. That's where we're going to start. We're going to start with this digit on the bottom and multiply it by the one up top. So we have 6 times 5, which is 30. I'll drop my 0, and then I'll regroup my 3. Next, we're going to use this 6 again and go up to the tens column. We're going to multiply 6 times 2, which is 12, and then add in our 3 up top, which would be 15. And we're going to regroup that 1. I tell my students to put plus 3 up top because sometimes they can get confused and they want to either multiply these two digits together or they want to multiply 6 times 3 and then multiply the 2 on top of that. So I want to make sure they have an addition sign in there to try to remind them that we're multiplying these two digits and then we're just adding this in. For our final step, we're going to go over to our hundreds column, woo, and use this same digit in our ones column. So we'll have 6 times 3, which is 18, and then we're going to add in our 1, which is 19. And so our final product would be 1,950. Let's do another problem over here without having all of those colors. If you need to make those colors to begin with, that's okay to help organize the order to go in your brain. Let's try a 4-digit number this time. We'll do 1,278 times 5. We start over here in our ones column, and we do 8 times 5, which is 40. We regroup, and we add our 4. Our next step would be to use the 5 again, and then go over to our tens column. 5 times 7 is 35, and then we add our 4 in. So I'm going to drop down that 9 and regroup my 3. We're still using this 5. We're multiplying it by the hundreds column. 5 times 2, which is 10. Add in my 3. For a total of 13, I dropped my 3. Oops, I added my 1. And now I finally have my 5 that's still in my ones column. And I'm going to multiply it by 1, which is 5, and then add 1 more. So my final product is 6,390.